Today we're going to dye some tissue for our Papel Picados that we're going to be creating later for this project. You're going to start with a piece of tissue and you need to begin by folding it up. I like to fold it in an accordion fold, which is where you start by folding it forward and then you fold it back. And then you go forward and then you go back. It's sort of like making a paper fan. If you've ever done that before. You don't have to fold it up this way. If you fold it up a different way, that will be totally fine. After I have it folded, I'm going to take a writing utensil and I'm going to very gently write my name on the corner. So I'm going to try to barely press because I don't want to rip my tissue. I'm just barely touching. There we go. Now once I have my tissue all folded with my name on it, I'm going to put it on my tray. Now we are going to choose either warm colors or cool colors to dye our tissue. So I think I'm going to do cool colors today. And what we're going to use are these little droppers. And you're just going to squeeze a little bit of the air out, put it into the color you want so that it will suck a little bit of it up. And then don't squeeze it out until you have it right over your tissue. And I'm just gently kind of pushing down as I'm gently squeezing out some drops. That way the color is getting soaked all the way through the tissue, through the top, all the way to the very bottom layers. If you have extra, you can put it back in there or you can choose a different color. Now when you do this, you do want the entire tissue to get wet, but you don't want it so wet that it's setting in like a puddle of color on your tray. So as soon as one area has absorbed all the liquid and it's completely wet, you don't need to add any more color to that area. So just make sure it's all wet but not in a puddle. Now after we have the entire thing wet, and I'm kind of peeking underneath to make sure that the bottom layers are wet too, and tapping it like this really does help it get all the way through to the other side. When it's all soaked, I am not going to open it. It will rip at this point and be very, very messy. I'm just going to leave it to dry just like this. Next time when you come to art class, we will open them up to see how they turned out.